how are you? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Marty and I am looking at turning side hustles into a full-time income. I am going to be trying multiple ways to do this, but my main source is going to be reselling. I am going to be buying items from charity shops or resellers and then selling them on for a profit to bring in a nice healthy income to my family home. So over the last couple of days, I have been trying a new platform called Tilt. Some of you may have heard of it, some of you may not. It has been out for a little while now, but it's something completely new to me. It was very outside of my comfort zone, but I've got dead stock at home and I need to get it gone. So it was really, really good fun. I really liked the concept of it and how it works. There is a chat forum on there as well, so you can chat away to your buyers, which I think is really, really nice, because sometimes as a reseller, you're just at home on your own, taking photos, talking to TikTok, and it can sometimes, I mean, I haven't experienced it yet, but I have seen some people say that they can feel a little bit lonely. So it is really, really nice that sometimes you can go on there and just have a little chit chat away with people and potentially make some really good friends on there. So I really liked the concept of how it works. So just a couple of things that I noticed that I really like on there, and not necessarily so much that I don't like, but just bits that I have noticed that I want you guys to look out for as well if you do go forward and replicate the Tilt. So your profit margins are going to be less than what they would be if you were selling on other platforms like eBay, Depop and Vinted. But on the plus side, it is very good that if you do have a load of dead stock at home, so if say you've got a load of stuff that's been listed on Vinted for about 6 months and it just is not shifting, get yourself on Tilt, because this is a really good way of getting that dead stock out the house. The whole aim of this game, guys, is to be buying something, selling it, shipping it, making space for that new stock to come in. So I have noticed a lot of people on the app will always do lives, and it is everything starts at £1. I'm not necessarily up for that, because obviously sometimes you pay more than £1 for that item, but doing a little bit more research, you can put a reserve price on there. So if you start it from £1, you can put your reserve at £4 if that's what you paid for it. By starting it at £1, I think can encourage your buyers to bid more. Sometimes people get a little bit clicky happy, don't they? And they just bid, and before you know it, you have reached a reserve price anyway. Just always take that into consideration, that if you do have an item that costs you more than £1, please make sure that you do put a reserve price so you're not out of pocket. And then the other thing that I did notice that caught me out was your shipping. I have spoken to a few other Tilt auction people and just trying to work out how they work out their shipping costs, because to send a woman's blouse to a men's coat is going to be considerably different in weight, which is then obviously going to cost you more. And there's no point going on and doing these live auctions and then you're being out of pocket because you've had to pay extra for your postage. What I have been advised to do is to have one flat rate, $5.99, and then obviously depending on what you're selling on that live show, so say for example it is women's clothing and it's blouses and dresses, $5.99 will cover you for potentially 10 to 15 items, okay? Always make sure that you weigh these before going live so you get a rough idea. But again, if you're doing coats and jackets, $5.99 is going to cover you for 3 items, okay? And I think by having, I kind of wasn't sure about having a flat rate for $5.99 for 2 reasons. I just think sometimes people don't want to pay $5.99 and they think, okay, I'm not paying that. Secondly, they're just not going to follow you. There is an option to follow you on Tilt, and if they think, okay, it's a little bit expensive, I'm going to stop following them. But on the plus side, it can benefit you and your buyer, because if your flat rate is $5.99, your buyer isn't just going to come on and buy a women's blouse and pay $5.99 for postage. So it encourages them to bid on more items so they can build up that bundle and make the most of that flat rate shipping fee. And it's going to help you because you are going to shift more stock because people are bidding and buying bundles as opposed to just buying one individual item. So overall, I actually really enjoyed Tilt. I think it is a very good way for getting rid of dead stock and getting stock in and out the door. If you are a reseller, definitely make sure you are selling on multiple platforms. Make sure you're on eBay, Depop, Vinted, Tilt. I think there is another live auction site called Whatnot, but I have heard that their fees are a little bit higher than Tilt, which is, again, Tilt, we want to keep our fees as low as we possibly can. I am going to do another couple of Tilt shows and I'm going to be trialing more times, so I will come back to you guys and let you know the days and times that I trialed that worked for me and I will also be sharing figures with you guys so we can work out if this is something that is going to benefit us and kind of be worth our while. So like I say, I will be back once I've done a few more tilt lives, and I will be sharing with you the days and times that work for me, and I will also be sharing figures with you guys so we can see if this is something that is worth our while. If you're looking for more information and becoming a reseller, please make sure that you click like and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything else that is going to drop on my channel.